Sponsored by Tech Reload UK. Check out the purchasing links in the description below.
The next parcel has a date of the 28th of August. It weighs 300 grams. But before I show you this, you need to like my video and subscribe.
So now it's okay?
There's just one more thing you need to do, and that is to click on the bell so that you get a notification when a new video comes out.
I hope it's okay.
Perfect. More than half of this box is empty. Well, it's not empty if you include this paper. That is a bit of a waste, isn't it? Maybe I should order more stuff so I can have more stuff in the box. There is some writing on there, but I won't read what it says. It'll have a description of what it is, but if you can see that before I open this up, you can have a sneak peek. Oh, what is this? Okay, so we have some mini pegs with hearts. I don't remember ordering these. Okay. There's two of these lights, which are battery powered, and we've got these hearts as well. So how many do we have? So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of these hearts, which you would use to hang these lights up onto something. These are the copper wires. There's 2 strips of wires. Let's get a close up on this. So it's quite hard to focus on this. There we go. So we've got 2 strips of wires which goes onto the LEDs, and then there's a blob of glue or something to make sure everything's all watertight. The ends themselves are not separated, so it may be possible to touch these ends together and create a short, but I don't know why you would want to do that. That's probably a bit dangerous, but it is battery powered. So it can be powered by USB or it can be powered by 3 batteries. The 3 batteries will add up to 4.5 volts, which is 3 times 1.5 volts. And looking at that, it looks like it's a size AA battery. And in fact it is. We've got the top section which is sealed. There's a couple of chips on there. One looks like it's a remote control sensor, and the other one is the main chip. There's 2 remote controls. So let's try and connect this up. Now, where do I get the power from? Either from the socket or from the laptop. I'll try the laptop. There's also instructions as well, which I don't need to use. There's no cable ties on the cable, it's just wraps around. Plug that into the laptop. We've got a button here. Let's open this up. So these are on clips. Is this waterproof? Yes, it is, because we've got like a rubber seal here. So that's quite better than what I expected, and this is the button. So let's put that on there. These clips will make sure everything's tight. We've got a combination, in wave, sequential, slow glow, chasing flash, slow fade, twinkle flash, steady on and off. So it's currently in mode 9, which is off. Let's switch that on, and that would be, maybe that is the combination because, oh, you can't see that. So that is the combination because it's changing. And that actually looks quite nice. So let's switch the filming lights off. Focus on that. It's going to be hard to focus. Press the button again, so that will go to in wave, which I don't know what in wave means. That's still doing a mixture of 2 different patterns. Next is sequential, so it's alternating from one set of lights to the other set. Now, how is it doing this based on 2 wires unless it is switching the polarity? So some LEDs are facing one way on the circuit and the other LEDs are facing the other way on the circuit, so that's how you would light 2 different ones up. So this is alternating which side is positive and negative. And then we got sequential, but then that doesn't make any sense how they're getting both the, oh, we're not getting both the LEDs on because now we're on the other side. So yes, so my theory, in one set of LEDs are facing one way on the circuit and the other set of LEDs are facing the other way. That's why we've got 2 different patterns. We cannot get 3 different patterns on the LEDs. Now this is chasing slash flashing, slow fade. Now that's going to switch to the other LEDs. Oh, is that the same LEDs? What? How is that possible? I can hear a hum on that. So it might be alternating between the 2 different polarities so quick, but that wouldn't make any sense to me. I should really buy a scope and then I can probe this and then I can see exactly what's happening. So that's twinkle, steady on. Now steady on is both sets of circuits on. So how is that possible? It's all guesswork at the moment. If that is switching half the circuits on and then the other side on the other cycle, this should be dim, but obviously without a scope it's impossible to tell. And then the next mode will be off. So let's see if I can measure the power consumption. In the off position, we're not consuming any power. This is now plugged into the laptop. In combination mode, it varies between 10 to 40 milliamp hours. Let's see, steady on. I've lost count of how many I've pressed the button. So that's continuously on, which is using between 40 and 50 milliamp hours, which is quite high for LEDs. But I'm thinking if I move this, I can actually see that flickering with my eyes. You can't see it flicker on the phone, but there is a flicker, so that is actually switching one side on one cycle, then the other side on. So that's how they're getting all the LEDs on. If you have it like that, you can't see that with your eyes. I can't see with the camera, but if I move the LEDs, I can see a flicker. I shouldn't be able to see a flicker if that was on steady. It's going to be hard to demonstrate this if you can't see it on the video, but that is flickering the LEDs. If I go like that, it's probably not going to show on camera either. As I'm shaking this, I can actually see the LEDs flicker. Let's have a look at what the remote control does. So the remote control, I'm guessing, is also CR2025, in fact it is, which is 20 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters. I pull the strip out to connect the battery. We've got on, timer, off. The timer is a new function, which is probably 8 hours on each day, so it'll switch on and switch off. There will be a slight time drift. We've got the different modes, 1 to 8, which will match this here. Mode 9 is off, so that would mimic off. And we've also got dim function, which we don't have on here. So off switches the lights off, on, and then the mode. So we've got combination, which is that one. 2 will be in the in wave, and then 8 will be steady on, which it is. Now, if that's increasing the brightness, that's not going to do anything. So if I decrease the brightness, we might be able to see it flicker. Okay, that's not helping at all. I can see the flicker a bit more, but you might be able to see that on camera, the flickering of the lights. It's hard for me to see on camera. Yeah, you can see that. So if I increase the brightness, can you still see that? It's harder to tell on full brightness, so it's easier on low brightness. I can see this flicker in real life without looking at the camera screen. So these are very good. And obviously you can power this up with batteries, probably not both at the same time. Without looking at the circuitry, it's hard to tell. And then I'm just going to check the manual to see if it is an 8-hour timer. So that hum was actually from the filming lights. I didn't have it on brightest setting. So the timer function is 6 hours, 18 hours. So I'm guessing that's 6 hours on, 18 hours off, because that adds up to 24 hours. Or is that 6 hours off at night and then 18 hours on during the day? I don't think it would be that, because why would you have it on during the day? You wouldn't do. This would be for people who would have these as Christmas decorations. 6 hours is more than enough. So it does actually say 18 hours off for avert day. That's supposed to be every day. So it will turn on for 6 hours, off for 18 hours, and repeat daily. And these pegs seem to be a decent quality. Let's see if I can demonstrate what this will be like. So you would use that to hang the lights up. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy to open this up. Also, it's got some glue there to seal this up. It's not proper waterproofing. I would say to have this upside down like this rather than this way down, because water could potentially seep through this way. Because they've used hot glue to seal that up, that's not going to be a proper seal. So you could effectively use this outdoors. The tips here won't be sealed, but the rest of it will be sealed. It's probably enamel coating. If you don't scratch this, it should be fine, but these are very good quality. If you've liked this video and found anything useful, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, please subscribe and click on the bell for more notifications. And could you also like my Facebook page? And I'll see you next time.